Hello everybody, my name is Hunter Walker and I'm a 17-year-old bodybuilder. And recently I've had many people ask me, what do I eat to get big? For one, and these are teenage bodybuilders, they're trying to pack on size. And a gap I've seen in the fitness industry is they don't give better alternatives that are cheaper or anything that's different. It's always the same people copying the same shit. So in this video, I'm going to give you a no BS guide on being a teenage bodybuilder, how to start, how to keep going, and the meals to eat for the most affordable price. This is a no BS guide. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into it. So the first basis I'm going to cover that I don't see many people talking about is hydration. So hydration is very important, and I'm going to tell you why. So when you sweat out potassium, magnesium, and sodium. So as you're sweating, you're just releasing all this electrolytes. And you're releasing probably not much either, because you probably don't even have the potassium in you, and you probably don't even have enough sodium in you. So you're not even, that's why you feel bad during your workouts. So when you add this in, you're going to feel way better. You're going to get better pumps, better performance in the gym, and these are your options. So I'd pick sea salt, which is very cheap, and no salt, salt-free alternatives. Now you could always get better quality of each, but this is a bodybuilding budget guide, so you're going to get the cheapest of the cheap, but also have the most gain. And the reason I'm picking sea salt instead of ionized salt is ionized salt is very heavily processed, it's bleached. Sea salt is just evaporated seawater, and it has magnesium and it has your sodium in it. So you take those and get a half a teaspoon of each of the sodium and the potassium. So you get a half a teaspoon, you put it in your spring water, and then you drink it. Intra-workout, before your workout, preferably with your pre-workout meal. And you could also have some salt on your pre-workout meal, sea salt of course, but for your pre-workout meal I would recommend any kind of carb source, so fruits, rice cakes, you could even have like a candy bar if you want to cheat. I wouldn't recommend it, but those options are good. Oatmeal, some kind of carbohydrates. And that brings me to my second rule. Cardio. Cardio is very important for an inspiring bodybuilder. It's just going to help you have a cardiovascular base to build on. For one, you're not going to get all tired when you work out. The limiting factor is not going to be your cardiovascular health. It's going to be your muscles. And that's what you need, especially for a beginner. You're going to be so tired from just doing a little bit. If you have that cardiovascular base though, you'll be able to do a lot more in the beginning. And I'm not saying you need particularly to do cardio, but it's very important if you're wanting to maximize, which is why you click on this video, then do your cardio. And it don't have to be a lot. 10 to 15 minutes a day, just daily activity, is perfectly fine. So now, getting into my rule number 3. And now, my third rule, lifting. So typically for a beginner, I wouldn't stress a program too much. Now for the first 2 to 3 months, I would probably just do honestly what feels good. Try out different machines, try out all the different machines, see what works with your body. Try different movements and try different exercises. Go on your TikTok and try different exercises, try different movements that you've never tried before. Find something that you love doing, find workouts that you love doing, and tailor your own workout program to what you love doing. But if you're wanting a pure bodybuilding program, like something I'm running, something I made, I will pop up my workout I'm doing today, right there. But you don't necessarily have to follow it. It's not something that it's gonna guarantee you to build muscle. It's something that guarantee me to build muscle. It works with me. I can't guarantee it'll work with you. So you gotta find something that works with you and stick to it. As long as you're consistent, consistency will beat every other factor. It'll beat the guy that diets perfect, that doesn't train good. If you're consistent in the fact that you get your meals on time, you go to sleep on time, electrolytes are on point, your diet is on point, you're not going to lose. Your lifting's on point, you're not going to lose. You're going to keep progressing and keep progressing. And that brings me to my fourth point. Now, getting on to my fourth point. Time in the gym. Many people think you need to be in the gym for 4 or 5 hours. Oh, how much do you train? You must train 3, 4, 5 hours a day if you're, getting that big, getting that strong. No. And that is a very common misconception. More time does not mean more gains anything. The most important thing for muscle growth is mechanical tension. Are you pushing your sets hard enough? Are you really doing weight that you should be doing? Are you ego lifting? Are you controlling the eccentric? Are you doing these tasks? If not, fix them. I've seen so many people just get wrapped around like, oh, okay, I'm gonna add in more sets, more workouts, instead of, hey, okay, let me change my training approach and let me train more intense. So dial back from adding more sets and up your intensity. Of course, with movements that you're comfortable doing, and you shouldn't be really going to failure if you're a beginner. You don't even know what true failure is, and it kind of takes time to gauge where your true muscular failure is. A beginner's not going to know that. So, yes, getting on to my 5th point. So, as I'm talking to a newer audience of lifters, if you clicked on this video, I do want to brush over this as well. So, I want to brush over the importance of warming up your joints and your muscles before you work out. If a workout doesn't feel good on your joints, if it doesn't feel good on your connective tissues, if you're not hitting the muscle that it's supposed to be hitting, if I'm doing bench press for my chest and I'm feeling it all in my triceps and elbows, it just feels horrible, don't do that exercise. Do not do it, or switch your technique. If an exercise is causing more pain than good, swap it out. That's what I mean by finding what works with your body. So we're going to get into some heavy shoulder press. I'm not going to show you my whole workout. It'll take the whole video. So we're just going to show you what I do on shoulder press, I guess. So now, since it's post-workout meal, and I promised you guys that I'd give you a budget meal plan, I'll pop it up on the screen. So it's right here. And my reasoning for this, okay, why am I having you eat 1 pound of ground beef or chicken a day? So 1 pound of either of those two meats has roughly at least 100 grams of protein. Chicken goes up to like 150, I believe. So even having that 1 pound of chicken, you're covering, for most people, all their needs. And you can adjust this. If you're shorter, this is just a baseline, like for the average maybe 5'8" to 5'10" person. If you're shorter, obviously eat a little less, but you get, like, just adjust it to your needs. But this is a rough, for someone around my size, the wanting to get big at my age. So I'd have you on oatmeal too, 3 packs before your workout. Why do you ask that? That is about maybe 60-70 grams of carbs. And what will this do? It'll give you a lot more energy as you work out. You'll have a lot of fuel to burn. You'll feel a lot better, trust me. So I'd actually recommend eating the beef or chicken after the workout. And I also put the milk. So you could have the milk right before you go to bed, or throughout the day with your protein shake. So at least get 4 cups of milk, and that's 32 grams. So count this up. We're already at almost 200 grams, and you don't have to eat this much. So you could either add it on the 6 eggs or not. That's your personal preference, honestly, because at this point you don't need it. But if you just want to do, I guess, whatever it takes, like if you just want to go that extra barrier, add the 6 eggs in, and now you're at fucking 240 grams of protein, all clean food. You can get some vegetables and fruits in there too, and you're only looking at maybe $90, $80 a week, and look what you're eating. That wraps up the end of this video. Let me know how I did, guys. This is the first time I kind of ever took time to make a video, So it's always, work in progress. I'll still do better than this, but this is just a rough draft. So let me know.